What's going on, everyone? In this video, I am going to show you exactly how to land the high ticket setting role of your dreams without having to actually do any cold outreach, okay? Now, there is some form of outreach involved, except it's not necessarily how everybody has taught it, okay? This isn't 2020 anymore, unfortunately. You can't just like message 5 business owners and then land a role. It's just really not how it works, especially with just the amount of business owners there are. People are just constantly getting flooded on a daily basis about getting opportunities to work for them. So I'm going to show you what kind of different approach you can take to separate yourself from, all of the competition that's trying to work against you to find a role, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to essentially first start with identifying what your current situation is right now. So chances are you are probably not necessarily happy with your situation, right? You're probably making money. You may have a 9 to 5, but you end up with nothing because 9 to 5s, typically aren't able to actually provide for the lifestyle that you want to live. So we're just going to say 0 for the sake. And you, at the very least, just want to be able to make 3 to 5K every single month, because that at the very least is going to give you freedom. It's going to at least be able to give you the opportunity to do things on your own time, right? You want to work your own hours and make the amount of money that you want to make without having a cap. So how do you find the roles that give you that opportunity? How can we get into the space that can give us leverage, enough leverage to at least be able to support ourselves, support a lifestyle that we eventually want to get into, and then maybe even dabble into like high ticket closing, becoming a client success manager, whatever that might be. So again, we'll start with your situation right now. Is this is you, and you are essentially by yourself. You have nobody to vouch for you, nobody to connect you, nobody to help you with. So what your situation needs to turn into is you need to get into a circle, okay? And these are just a bunch of heads of people that are in the space, otherwise known as, you can call them helpers, right? Connections, whatever that might be. You need to get there, because 99% of the roles that are 1% offers, which in my opinion, what I kind of base those on and what I consider those are offers that can give you 5K a month minimum, right? And they give you the luxuries of having leads directly come to you, right? You don't have to actually go and scour the internet trying to find people to sell, and you just have all the benefits, right? You can literally work any hour of the day, and as long as you get results and perform, then there's really no hiccup. There's nothing there to be concerned about. So you need to get here. That needs to essentially become you. How do you do that? Well, a lot of people think that for whatever reason, you have to directly go and always talk with business owners. But I'll tell you something right now. Business owners are busy. They are extremely busy, guys. And like, I can't tell you, I guess I can give you a pretty good example, just utilizing my DMs, right? My request inbox of people consistently messaging me, trying to be, a video editor for me, or they're trying to, be an appointment setter for me, a closer, whatever that might be. And to be honest, I never really give these messages the time of day, because of the fact that I'm just busy, right? I have a lot of stuff to do. I have clients that I have to worry about. I have sales calls that I have to take. I have marketing material that I have to film, like this video. So they're busy, okay? So if you can't get in direct contact with them, which I honestly don't think you should get in contact with them from the start, this is who you're going to want to contact, okay? You're going to want to contact the people on their team. And chances are they should already have a team, because we want to get on offers that are established. So what does that look like? That can be a setter that they already have and they might just be expanding later on. It can be a closer. It can be a CSM, which is a client success manager. It can be an assistant. I'll just write it out. Cool. It can be an assistant. It can be, what else can this be? It can be a video editor. This can be a creative director. And there is a ton of opportunity, guys. Like, team members just expand beyond, just having a closer, a setter. So there's a lot of people that you can essentially reach out to and get in contact with. But the reason you want to connect with these individuals is you want to build genuine relationships with them. And what does this look like? I mean, this is as simple as literally just messaging them and then just showing how curious you are about what they have going on, right? Singing their praises a little bit, being valuable in that way, right? Just showing like, well, just saw you're working on, X, Y, and Z's team. Honestly, I thought I'd reach out. I'm super curious about getting into the space. And so I love the work you're doing, right? Something as simple as that. But what does that end up doing is it doesn't lead you on as desperate, right? You're not somebody who's like directly asking for an opportunity or a chance to prove yourself. If you guys have ever watched any of Alex Hormozi's content, you'll know that he has this concept for business in general, right? You want to give, and then take eventually. And you want to do the same thing with here, and especially with relationships, right? You want to give them as much as you possibly can with whatever it is that you can. And I understand you're not probably the most valuable individual as a beginner. So again, sing their praises a little bit, show how much interest you have in what they're doing, and just connect with them, guys. Like, for whatever reason, people overlook building a network, and this is probably the smartest thing you can do in this space. I literally know people who have built businesses on just knowing the right people, and purely on a referral based type of like business or deal setup, whatever they might have, they have been able to make success just from that. Okay, and you can never go wrong with building a network. Even now, the reason I'm actually making this video is because I actually found myself, how do I say this, like undermining the power of network. And I have access to a lot of people, right? Like 6 and 7 figure business owners. And for whatever reason, I just wasn't connecting as much as I should have. So I went out of my way and started connecting, right? But what you want to do with these people is, again, build these genuine relationships. And what's going to end up happening is through these relationships, you are essentially like taking a bit of a different route. So I'll give you 2 examples here, right? Here is the average person, and this is the route that they like to take. Okay, they like to take a straight line going this way, and it never really leads anywhere, right? What ends up happening is they just do a bunch of work and then they feel so defeated because they weren't able to actually land anything just doing a bunch of cold outreach, right? Here is what happens when you are a part of the 1%, and that's probably backwards, but that's okay. Is you end up going down this route and you end up finding a back door into the opportunity of your dreams, which will eventually lead to 5K to 10K. And before you guys say anything about 10K, like I have had students hit 10K before, so it's possible. Okay, but that's what happens is you need to essentially go down the backdoor path to find the opportunities that nobody in the general public can find. So through these genuine relationships that we talked about, you want to get a connect and see, this is a double end, and you want to see if they can essentially pair you up with their team, right? Or even better, if for whatever reason this person does not have an opportunity for you, guess what? They know another closer, and this person right here knows another closer or another setter or another client success manager. And it's a literal never-ending cycle of you being able to do what I like to call network hacking, right? Just literally hacking everybody's network and not stopping until you find that winning offer. Because trust me, when you find that winning offer, it hits like no other. And essentially what you do here as well is like you kind of make sure that you never have to worry about offers ever again. Like this is what I would call like the interview, spelled that wrong, interview infinite loop. Because as you continue to build these networks, then what ends up happening is you always have different options and different opportunities to pick and choose from this individual, from the person that they know, from this client success manager, and you just keep circling around until you find the offer that you're looking for. And again, like it doesn't have to stop at one offer. You can, work 2 offers at a time. I have maybe like 2 students working 2 different offers at one time. One of them just had like a $1,200 week, which is really cool. And guess how it happened? It happened with networking, right? Knowing the right people. So yeah, I hope this video helps. I'm going to go ahead and write this important word because this is all it takes, right? It's just 99% of the competition. They don't want to do the hard work. Okay. So go ahead and do this. You'll land the high ticket setting role of your dreams. And lastly, if you want a more in-depth training on how to actually execute all of this, how to make sure you know exactly what to say to them, how to get them on calls, how to essentially reverse engineer the entire process until you find the role where you're making 5, 7, 10K a month with high ticket appointment setting, then check the link below. I'm going to have a page there linked that you can check out, breaks down the entire process. And below that, you can actually book in a call to speak with myself, or I can give you that custom game plan according to your specific situation. So everybody's situation is different, of course. And so it essentially needs a tailored approach to how you're going to land this particular role that you've been looking to land for however long you've been looking to land it now. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of this style of video. See you.